Hello everyone, it's time for Lesson 9. Lesson 9 deals with nested if statements. And as you can see at the top here, we started out with our typical comments with your name. The program description is Lesson 9, nested if statements. And then of course you would put the date that you're taking your notes and watching the video. We have two header files. One is for IOString, which is your CIN and COUT, and the other is for strings, so we're able to use the string variables. We have our typical namespace std, and then of course function main starts with the int main parentheses. We have our opening brace that starts our function main, and if I scroll to the bottom of our program, notice here's our closing brace to end function main. So notice how I'm labeling these braces, and one of the reasons I did that was to help teach you, but it also helps me keep them straight, because with nested if statements, remember that you can use braces to cause a group of statements to occur when you're using the if statement. So here is our example. So let's get started on our program. We have string answer. So answer is our variable, okay, and it's a string variable. Now here this says cout, will you go out with me? Y or N? It matters if they type a capital Y or a capital N. This matters. Mainly capital Y matters because of our logic. If they type a lowercase y, it is not a capital Y, so it will treat it as a no. Okay, so and here's our CN. Here's where it holds the answer, the capital Y or N. It's the answer to going out with the person. If they say no or anything other than capital Y, because that's the only thing we check down here, then it's this question, if answer is equal to Y, becomes false. It's not equal to Y. So therefore, where is it? Here. Here's our brace for that if statement right here. It goes down, and here's the end. This is all that happens if they say yes, right? If it's a Y. So here's the else if they say no, and the cout that goes with that is, okay, I didn't really like you anyway, right? So this else and this, therefore this cout, go beneath the brace for if this is a yes. If it's yes, we do everything in the braces. If it's a no, we go outside those braces to the else cout. Now let's go inside the braces. So they type a big capital Y, and then we start the cout. Hey, we are college students, aka no money. Let's go to Walmart and walk around. Yes or no? So here comes another entry from a user. And here's the variable to hold it. And they type their answer to the Walmart walking around idea. And that's my notes here to help me keep it straight what I'm doing, right? So if they type a Y, then this brace, everything inside these two braces right here will happen. If they type a Y to answer this question, and we do this if statement and it's a Y, everything between these braces will happen. If it's a no, then it goes outside these braces to the else statement and says no, no to Walmart? Okay, how about the park? Okay, so I'm going to fix that. That should be a question. How about the park? Okay, so now let's say it is a Y. And they say yes. Then it'll cout, great, let's get some chicken to walk around and eat. Yes or no? So once again, the user will type a Y. If it's a Y, then if it's a Y, sounds good. I'll bring extra napkins. Notice I didn't have a brace because I only have one thing happen if it's true. So I didn't need the brace. And if it's not true, else, okay, let's go somewhere good instead. And notice I said this else goes with line 28 with this question, okay? With this if, else. And this else goes with line 23, this if, okay? And this else goes with line, let me scoot it over, 17. So go up here, this if. Okay, so let's build it real quick. Build our solution. And down here, we're waiting. Okay, it succeeded. So now I'm going to run my program or execute it. Will you go out with me? I'm going to say no. How about I just do lowercase y just to show you what happens? Remember, if they said no, it went down to the very bottom, the last else, and said, okay, I didn't really like you anyway, even though I put a Y because I did not put a capital Y. So let's execute this again. And this time I will put a capital Y. If I put anything other than a capital Y, because that's all we are checking for with our if statement, then it's going to think it's a no, even though I might have put a lowercase y. If it's anything other than the capital Y, like I said, because my if statement only checks for capital Y, then it'll be assumed a no. Uh-oh, I got cat trouble. Hang on. Okay, so this time I hit a Y for yes. Let's see what the result is. Hey, we are college students, aka no money. Let's go to Walmart and walk around. Yes or no? Once again, I only check for a capital Y, so anything else, I could put any other letter and it would assume it's a no. So I'm going to say capital Y for yes. Okay, I'll walk around in Walmart. Great. Let's get some chicken and walk around and eat. Looks like I need a space in my and. Okay. Yes or no? Well, I'm going to say yes again. Sounds good. I'll bring extra napkins. Okay, so now you can see the logic and how it runs. So what I want you to do, I want you to type this in to your program, into your Visual Studio and play with it. Put in different answers. You could use your operands, like if answer equal capital Y, 2 bars for or, and then have answer equal to lowercase y, then it would check for capital or lowercase. So there are different things you can do with this to get it to do what you want it to do. All right, so I want you to play with it. I want you to type it in. And like you can pause the program if you need to see a certain section a little better so that you can be sure and get this typed in. And yes, you'll probably mess up and get your braces all messed up. You'll forget one and they won't equal out, things like that. That's part of the learning process. And then if you don't do that, good for you. You did it right the first time. Okay, so that was lesson 9, nested if statements. I'll see you in lesson 10.